Let's look at multi-step TVM problems. Now here's the example. Reiko opens an investment account. She makes $600 deposits at the end of each month. She does this for 2 years. Then she stops making payments for 2 years. And then after those 2 years, she resumes payments. If she earns an annual rate of return of 5.65% compounded monthly, how much will she have in her account 9 years from now? Okay. And the solution has multiple steps because we're solving multi-step TVM problems. So the step 1 is to calculate the future value of an immediate periodic payment stream for the first 2 years of her savings. So the mode is end on the calculator because she's paying at the end of each month. The interest is 5.65%. Right here, divided by 12 because she's paying monthly. And she's doing this for 2 years. She makes payments for 2 years, so it's 12 months times 2 because she did this for 2 years. And her payment is $600 a month. So PMT is $600 a month. So she has no, her present value is 0, and we're solving for the future value. So let's get to it. So we're going to clear the calculator. First things first, second function alpha 0, 0, and press on a bunch of times. Okay, so we have the mode is end. So we have 5.65 divided by 12 interest. 12 times 2 is the periods. And she pays $600 a month. The present value is 0, so let's compute the future value. So at the end of 2 years, she has accumulated $15,207. Okay, so keep that value in mind. And let's go on to step 2 of calculating this problem. So what we just figured out now was how much was basically this part. She makes $600 deposits at the end of each month, and she does this for 2 years. That's what we just figured out. Okay, so now she's stopped making payments for now. So we don't get confused, let's cover step 3 up. And now step 2 of this multi-step problem is to calculate the value of the investment over 2 years of non-payment. So she didn't pay for 2 years, but but that investment would still grow in value because of the interest rate. So we need to calculate how much her investment grew by interest during those 2 years of non-payment. So what we do is we take this value, 15,207, and that's the present value. The interest rate is still 5.65 divided by 12, monthly payments, and it's for 2 years. So it's 12 months times 2 years, and the PMT is 0 because she's not making any payments during this time. So what is the future value? So how much interest has accrued over this period, this 2-year period? So again, let's go for it. So 15,207 present value. 5.65 divided by 12 is the interest rate over 2 years, 12 times 2. No payments. And so what's the future value? So the future value of her investment is $17,021. Okay, or $22 because we rounded up. $17,022. So her investment grew by $1,815 because you subtract the 15,207 of her present value with what the current value is, which is 17,022, which is what we just figured out. So during the 2-year period that she did not pay any, towards her investment, it grew by $1,815. Okay, so now for step 3, so remember she paid, so we figured out, so this one, this section figured out this part of the question. She starts so step 2 figured out she stops making payments for 2 years. Okay, and that's what we just figured out, how much her investment is worth in that 2-year period. So now we need to figure out, so now that's 4 years, or now, sorry, so because she invested for 9 years, step 3 is to figure out the remaining 5 years of payments, because the first 2 years she paid. The second, which is step 1, the second set of 2 years she did not make any payments. So now we're on step 3, which is she resumes payments, and how much will she have in from 9 years from now? So we have figured out the first 4 years. Now it's time to figure out the remainder 5 years of her payments. So let's clear this. So step 3 is to figure out the future value calculated in step 2 becomes the present value in step 3, right? So this is how much she has after 4 years. So that's the present value, same interest rate, and the number of years is 5 years, because we're going from year 4 to year 9, which is a total of 5 years, and she makes monthly payments. So it's monthly times 12, and her payments are $600 a month. So let's figure this out. So 17, 22 present value, 5.65 divided by 12 interest, 5 times 12 is a period of time, and the payment is $600 each month. So what is the future value? So Reiko's investment account will grow to $64,051 over 9 years after contributing $600 a month for 2 years, which is step 1, no contributions for the following years, which was step 2 of our calculations, and $600 a month for the remaining 5 years, which is step 3. So I hope this was clear. If it's not, leave me a comment. That would be great. Yeah, so of course this was using the SHARP EL-738 financial planning calculator.